Alright guys, in the ever-shifting world of Total War modding, there really are only a few creations that have stood the test of time, like Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD, probably one of the favorites of any Total War mod you can play right now. Built on the bones of Total War Attila, this ambitious medieval project continues to grow, continues to inspire, not only because of the official team's vision and persistence, what they're working on in the background with the campaign, everything there, but also due to the relentless creativity of its community. Today, we'll take a look at recent developments ranging from striking new visual upgrades, unit cards, mechanical and script fixes, and even full-blown overhauls that reshape the way we experience one of the most well-known and ambitious mods in Total War. Now let's begin with the official mod team itself. It has been radio silence for a little while now, but they have been continuing to nurture and polish the foundational content of 1212 AD. There is a big update on the horizon, and recent announcement on their Discord include a set of new unit cards, detailed and lore-accurate representations now gracing factions like the Holy Roman Empire and the Ayyubids. These updates help bring clarity and immersion to the campaign as always, and the battle maps, and they reaffirm the team's dedication to consistent presentation across the mod's many layers. But while the core team continues their methodical updates, their bug fixing, their unit additions, their actually reload animations that they've been adding in slowly recently as well, what's perhaps most exciting is the ecosystem of independently developed submods growing alongside the base experience. That's right, there are lots of submods coming out right now that are breathing new life into Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD, and leading the charge is a modder who I've personally been talking to and has a huge passion and drive to update various aspects of 1212 AD with better gameplay and immersion. His name is Ticarius, and he's already released what many are calling must-have mods for any serious 1212 AD campaign. His overhaul mod, a compilation of some of his smaller submods now unified under a single banner, aren't just a grab bag of tweaks. It's a finely tuned rebalancing effort crafted with care and experience. Among the highlights is the consistent vassals and confederation mechanic, which allows for more reliable and sensible diplomatic outcomes, especially around the delicate structure of medieval vassalage. There's also an updated deployable system for the battle side of things, which is nice to see, with ambush mechanics now spiced up by additional fireball and stake options, giving more teeth to trap-laden battles. Crucially though, this overhaul also improves unit performance, particularly for gunpowder troops, making experienced gunmen genuinely dangerous. Accuracy now scales more realistically with experience, a welcome touch for players who appreciate late game depth. But Ticarius hasn't stopped there. His campaign asset mod revitalizes the overworld with a host of visual upgrades that manage to be both immersive and surprisingly lightweight. Players will see camels and oxen at trade hubs, falling leaves in forests, upgraded ruins and bridges, and much more. Impressively, this submod works seamlessly with ongoing campaigns and doesn't even require the core 1212 AD mod, so you can, if you want, play with other mods you're playing on Attila as well. And for those who want even more visual fidelity, the Effects mod brings Attila's battle visuals back to life. From smoke, fire, and embers to updated blood and projectile effects, this submod improves nearly every particle-based element in the game. It's especially noticeable in high-stakes sieges and cavalry charges, moments that benefit immensely from cinematic presentation. On higher settings, you'll even notice gore effects that are visceral but not excessive, a rare feat in mod design. And finally, to complete this aesthetic trifecta, the Battle Map Update mod refreshes the game's battle environments by borrowing high-quality assets from Thrones of Britannia and Warhammer 2, and I think some of Warhammer 3 as well. This mod injects fresh vibrancy into battlefields, replacing tired terrain with rich and varied landscapes that feel both grounded and atmospheric to the era. Beyond just visuals though, Ticarius also tackles pacing and depth. This is an area that, official 1212 AD hasn't quite gotten right, of course, but his 4 turns per year mod adjusts campaign speed for players who want more granular storytelling and character development. While the base 2-turn structure keeps things brisk and aligned with historical timelines, the 4-turn system allows you to watch heirs grow, generals age, and winter campaigns unfold with proper intensity, and it all remains fully compatible with all the other complex mechanics that are going on in the mod, which brings us to perhaps his most impactful contribution. The script update mod is the unsung hero of this overhaul ecosystem. If you're going to try any of it, you have to try this. It quietly corrects some of the deepest bugs and inconsistencies plaguing 1212's backend systems, especially around the Holy Roman Empire. Elections now work as intended, regions can take power without crashing the game, voting systems are more consistent, and reforms properly take into account a mix of faction strength and treasury size. Dynamic faction transitions like the movement of the Imperial seat now execute far more reliably. This submod alone has saved countless campaigns from ending prematurely or becoming irreparably broken. What's striking to me out of all this is the sheer level of polish and attention Ticarius brings to each release. His work is modular, meaning you can install only one component if you just want that, or a multitude or a mix and match. He also regularly updates each submod based on user feedback, bug reports, and official updates, of course, furthering optimization goals. It's the kind of ongoing commitment that makes his work not just impressive, but essential, especially given we haven't really had an official update from the team in a number of years now. Still, the modding community doesn't just end with one name. There's another contributor that I do want to mention in this video, and that is Y883. He's given us the 16th century units mod. It's not massive, but as the name suggests, this submod introduces some late period units with new custom models and textures, extending the historical range of the mod past the core 13th and 14th centuries. It's an elegant expansion that adds both visual flair and gameplay variety, especially for players who like long campaigns and evolving battlefield roles and armor designs. This isn't a game-changing submod by any degree, but it's a nice to have for certain factions that you've taken so far. You may begin getting into some limited pike and shot style unit and tactical gameplay. Overall, what makes these contributions even more remarkable is their interoperability. Many of these submods can be stacked, tweaked, or toggled to suit different campaign styles, different factions that you're playing as. Want the visual updates but not the pacing changes? That's doable. Want enhanced battlefield aesthetics without changing diplomacy? Also doable. It's a proverbial buffet of improvements, all curated with a deep respect for the core mod's vision and curated to what the player is trying to actually achieve. In many ways, the thriving submod scene shows just how committed people are into Total War modding generally, but also specifically to 1212 AD, hopefully showing the original Medieval Kingdoms team that, there's plenty of people here who are so excited about their work, and hopefully they're inspired to continue and hopefully release a major update this year. But it's modders like Ticarius and Zwy883 who demonstrate how that foundation can be built upon in imaginative and transformative ways. And yet all of this, I think, it's important to remember, exists within the careful balance of hobbyist labor and community support. None of these modders are paid. They do this out of passion, dedication, and love for a period of history and a game engine that continues to serve as fertile ground for storytelling strategy through modding. So whether you're a returning player looking for an excuse to dive back in, or someone who's never actually explored the world of 1212 AD, there has never been a better time to try. With submods like Ticarius's Overhaul or his other submods bringing clarity, balance, visual upgrades as well, Zwy883 adding fresh units, 16th century units, and the core team hopefully still improving the experience through major updates hopefully coming this year, Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD has never felt more alive. I don't have any answers about when the next official update will come, so don't ask me, but I hope through this video you can see there are other submods you can use to elevate your own experience and make it feel a bit newer and more polished to play. And that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, give it a like, drop any thoughts or questions in the comment section below, and let me know what other mods you'd like me to cover in the channel next. Subscribe for more videos just like this, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.